Hello, Premier Planet. I'm Dave K.
And I'm Rockin' Randy.
And we're here talking about the preview show for the second round of the tournament for the PPW World Heavyweight title. I'm going to tell you right now, we had a great first round, some crazy things going on.
Starting with a great crowd.
This is true, a fantastic crowd. Probably one of the best ones I've seen in over the year that I've been here. So we start off with a hot Vic versus both 0-1 and 0-3.
And
Tell me about
Nestra
that.
in a triple threat, in his first triple threat.
Yep.
I don't have much of a memory left. Can you refresh me on the finish of that match?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it was a triple threat, but the Zeros didn't seem to realize that it was triple threat, ganging up on Anestra. But in the end, Anestra went over on both 0-1 and 0-3.
I would say in that match, though, 0-1 and 0-3 both proved to be more than just a running joke.
This is true. And then following that, we had Vine versus Andy Anderson.
Always entertaining, but this time was even just a little more different. Andy's aggressive. Andy doesn't quite know what he's aggressive for.
This is true. This is true. He went a little too far this time, you know.
What did he do again?
He grabbed the nose of someone out there.
The referee.
Popped him. And I don't think that's it allowed in the rule book.
The ref had no choice but to ring the bell. So
true.
Matt Vine squeaks, literally squeaks, by into the next round.
Yep, and then the Science faced off against Cutter Crosby in the first round matchup. And how did that go?
As the Science would say, that match was delightful.
Yes, delightful.
Except for the fact that he lost.
Yep, he lost to the Urban Rebellion, but that wasn't enough for him. He had to just keep running his mouth and went right
As you
into
know,
this.
as anybody in attendance knows, this guy loves to run his mouth. Motor mouth. Mush mouth.
Mush mouth. Went right into
And
his
tonight, it backfired him.
Yep, went right into his second round matchup with a returning PPW All-Star, I'll call him.
Coulda. No, it wasn't. It was Texas Pete. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I got cut on the brain.
Yep, cut on the brain, but
Yeah, Texas Pete who showed up on a hoverboard. How could I forget that?
yeah, that was a unique experience that you're going to
That
get
was
with the PPW.
awesome. I wish I had one.
Yep, and then how did that one end
You think
up?
that would help me get chicks? The hoverboard?
Can't hurt at this point.
All right.
All right, so Texas Pete goes over on the Science. So the Science is already knocked out one day into the tournament.
Yeah, that's
Boom,
it. Two
see you later.
losses. Bye-bye now.
Yep. So then we get to our main event, which has been boiling over for months now here at the studio.
There's emotions involved. They're emotionally invested. It's spilling out, so the fans are emotionally invested in this thing between Chase Gosling and Scott Colton.
So fill me in with what happened.
It was just a heartbreaker for Colton. You know, the match was pretty solid and pretty tight considering the size difference. You got to give Colton a lot of credit for hanging in there and being able to go tit for tat with Chase Gosling. With that big flapper going all the time, the guy can back it up. Colton stood right up to this guy, and Colton had him in as much trouble during that matchup as Gosling had Colton.
Yep, and just to tell you, so we started off with a triple threat that felt like a handicap. For Chase Gosling in that ring, with all those fans cheering against him, that felt like a handicap match. You could just feel
thunderous ovation against Chase Gosling.
Yep, so
which you gotta wonder sometimes if that didn't backfire, because at the end of that matchup, which was 2 out of 3 falls, that final fall being, he went for the superplex off the top. Colton lands on his feet, pulls him down, goes for the victory roll. Chase Gosling able to geek that thing back. The referee's got the shoulders and Gosling's got the tights. 1, 2, 3.
Yep,
and skated out of there like a coward.
Yep, this is true. But a coward who has not yet had a first round loss.
No.
So Scott Colton already behind the 8 ball with a first round loss. 2 losses and you're out. You know, it puts him right behind. I don't know. It's going to be tough now to get through.
Now I know why I cut on the brain. You want to talk about tough. This week, Chase Gosling in this next round is going to face Coulda in the tournament.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen a few matchups over the past year with them. Nothing but emotion between those two.
Well,
They used to be tag partners.
The year prior to that, they were tag team champions of PPW.
So anytime they clash in the ring, I mean, you're hitting thunder right there.
The stakes are high. Cut is serious about this. Gosling talks a lot of crap. I know he's serious about this, and he's a talented guy. We're going to have to see this Saturday night what happens between the two.
Yep, and Anestra's going to take on the world exclusive Matt Vine.
I want to see that matchup. The last time Anestra faced him, Anestra was green in this business, in this industry, and he's come a long way, and I think he's going to prove to be more than just a formidable opponent for the world exclusive Matt Vine.
This is true, but Matt Vine's got gold on the mind. You can see it in his eyes. That's all he's focused on
He's
right
got
now.
gold on the mind, but I'm not going to say he's focused because he's still talking about his partner getting his mustache shaved. He's still talking about he's got this week to worry about. He's living in last week worrying about Andy Anderson and lawsuits and all that. And I heard that Matt Vine is such a wimp, he went and got a tetanus shot because Andy bit it.
This is true. Speaking of Andy, he's going to be taking on the Ninja 02 next week.
That's going to be an interesting matchup. I mean, I don't know what happens to Andy Anderson outside the ring. Somehow his antics inside the ring all come together, and you got somebody way entertaining and a definite crowd pleaser.
That's true. You don't know what you're going to get with a Zero, but you don't know what you're going to get with Andy Anderson.
No, again, I'll say, how do you prepare for a match with somebody that unpredictable?
This is true. And then finally, like you said before, we'll get back to it. You've got Colton against 01.
Colton with something to prove against 01.
This is
I don't
true.
think I've ever seen that kid so down, and I'm not going to say down in a sense where his energy is, but he's focused and he's kind of angry, and I kind of feel bad for whoever he faces this Saturday night.
But, talking about odds, half the roster now is behind the 8 ball in this tournament. You've got 2 chances, so 2 pinfalls, 2 submissions, 2 DQs, any of the following, and you're out. Marcus Smith found that out the hard way. You got 4 guys already ahead of everything, and 4 guys who are 1 loss ahead.
And this is what it's all about. This Saturday night, we'll see you in Woodstock.
Yep, 7 o'clock doors, 7:30 bell.
Peace out.